What if I told you that the reason you can't lose weight isn't because you're lazy or addicted to food? It's also not because of the changing hormones now you're over the age of 40. It's actually because your body is stuck in sugar burning mode. You crave food all the time. You feel tired, out of control, and frustrated. But here's the good news. You can reset your metabolism and burn fat naturally in 7 days or less. In this video, I'm going to show you why your body is stuck in sugar burning mode, how it's secretly sabotaging your weight loss and long-term health, and most importantly, the 3 easy, effortless habits which will help you reset your body to burn fat without giving up carbs, wine, or chocolate. But first, let's break down what's actually happening here. Your body is likely stuck in what's called sugar burning mode. That means constantly running on glucose from food. Thousands of years ago, we evolved as hunter-gatherers. We didn't have 24 hours access to food, so we developed the ability to store energy as fat and burn it later when food was scarce. This is known as metabolic flexibility. It's your body's natural ability to switch between different fuel sources. Sugar when food is available and fat when food isn't. But in today's world, food is always available. We are constantly eating even when we're not hungry. So our bodies never get to tap into the stored fat. Let me put this into perspective. A few years ago, I did a DEXA scan, which is one of the most accurate ways to measure body fat. At the time, I had just 8% body fat, which is very low for a man. That was about 7.5 kilos of fat that I was carrying around all over my body. 1 kilogram of fat is 3,500 calories of energy. Because remember, calorie is a measure of energy. So that's 7.5 kilos of fat that I had equated to roughly 26,000 calories worth of stored energy. That is weeks of fuel just sitting there. And that's with a very low body fat. The more fat you have, the more stored energy you have. So if you are metabolically flexible, you will effortlessly be able to tap into this stored energy. If you're metabolically inflexible, your body will struggle. You will feel irritable, hangry, low energy, low mood, and maybe even get headaches if you go too long without eating. As a consequence, this makes it much harder to control your calorie intake, so weight loss is almost impossible. Think of it like this. Sugar is rocket fuel, powerful but short-lived. Big energy spike, but a big crash. Whereas fat is renewable energy. It's solar, it's wind. It's slower, steadier, and more sustainable, and pretty much endless. Metabolic flexibility is the key to long-term weight loss, stable energy, fewer cravings, and better mental clarity. And when you reset your body to burn fat, everything gets easier. Most diets completely ignore this, which means you're stuck relying on motivation and willpower to fight against your body and your biology. And that is a battle that you will always lose eventually. And yes, approaches like keto, carnivore, and intermittent fasting can help you shift into fat burning mode. But for most women over 40, they are unsustainable, unenjoyable, and in some cases, dangerous. Because as hormones shift during perimenopause and menopause, your body becomes more sensitive to physical and psychological stress. And extreme restriction, that's just another stressor, one that can backfire hard. But really, wouldn't it be much more easier to reset your body to burn fat and eat carbs at the same time? So look, if you're exhausted, craving food all day, and blaming yourself for not sticking to it, this is not a discipline problem. This is the wrong strategy for your body. In the short term, metabolic inflexibility leads to cravings, hunger, feeling out of control, low energy, and difficulty losing weight. But in the long term, it has serious health consequences like type 2 diabetes, metabolic disease, high blood pressure, and potentially Alzheimer's. So let's get into these 3 easy ways that you can reset your body to burn fat in less than 7 days. So I need to go on a little rant because this really pisses me off. We've been sold the idea that eating little and often is healthy, that it keeps your metabolism firing, that it stops cravings, that it's what smart, disciplined people do. But honestly, it's complete bullshit. Because here's what actually happens when you follow this advice. You end up thinking about food all day. You're constantly craving sugar and snacks and food. You're never full and never satisfied. And you end up feeling completely out of control around food. Plus, every time you eat is an opportunity to overeat. The less chances you give yourself to eat too much, the better. Every time you eat, even something tiny, spikes your insulin. And when insulin is high, fat burning is switched off. So what does this mean? You spend your entire day riding the blood sugar roller coaster. Up, crash, snack, repeat. And the worst part, you're not broken, you're not weak, you're just following bullshit advice that goes against your biology. So tip number 1 to reset your body to burn fat is to eat larger, satisfying meals less frequently. 2 or 3 big meals per day. This will stabilize your blood sugar, reduce cravings, and naturally move you into fat burning mode. You feel fuller, more energized, and eat less without even trying. This is a more enjoyable and more natural way of eating. Doing this will make it far easier to eat in a calorie deficit, which means effortless fat loss. Before I share tip number 2 to reset your body to burn fat, let's talk about how we got here. I'm 35 years old. I remember growing up and we had 3 meals a day, no snacks. If I tried to sneak something, my grandparents would say, "You'll ruin your appetite for your main meal." But somewhere in the last 20 years, this completely changed. Why? Because big food companies made it happen. They created food-like products, highly processed, highly palatable snacks that are easy to overeat, cheap to produce, and impossible to resist. And then they spent billions on marketing to convince us that eating all day was not only normal, but necessary. Take that Snickers ad. You're not you when you're hungry. It's clever, but it's also dangerous. It implies that we should never feel hunger. And the second you feel an empty stomach, something is wrong, and you need to fix it with their food. This is completely unnatural. We are not cows. We aren't grazing animals. Humans were never meant to digest food 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Constant snacking not only wrecks your metabolism, can actually disrupt digestion, increase inflammation, and keep insulin elevated all day. And the data backs this up. In 2015, a study by Dr. Sachin Panda found most people eat up to 15 times a day. Meals, snacks, drinks included. And another study from Ohio State followed 20,000 people and shows snacks now make up 25% of daily calories, mostly from sugar, processed junk, and empty carbs. The study showed that on average, people are eating 400 to 600 calories extra per day in snacks on top of their meals. If you eat an extra 500 calories on top of your maintenance calories every day, you will put on roughly a pound of fat in a week. Do that for a month, and you got 4 pounds of fat. Snacking can lead to steady and gradual weight gain, even when it feels like you're eating healthily. It keeps insulin levels high, blocks fat burning, and fuels cravings. So tip number 2 to reset your body to burn fat: stop fucking snacking. If you eat large, satisfying meals, you shouldn't need to snack. And if you still feel the urge, it's probably emotional. If you want help with emotional eating, click the link below to get my Cravings and Fat Loss Masterclass. Tip number 3 to reset your body to burn fat. Most people wake up and sit in their car to commute. Then they sit at desks for 8 hours a day. They then sit on their way home and finish the day slouched on the sofa with Netflix. This is our default mode, and it's destroying our health. According to this study, published in the International Journal of Behavioral Nutrition and Physical Activity, the average adult in the US gets just 5,000 or 6,000 steps per day. Less than 5,000 is considered sedentary. Between 5,000 and 7,000 is low active. This means that most people are barely moving. And here's what this does to your body. It wrecks metabolic flexibility. It reduces insulin sensitivity. It leads to weight gain. It drains your energy, and it impacts mental health. So my third and final tip to reset your body to burn fat: walk more. This study shows that you need 7,000 to 8,000 steps per day to meet minimum health targets. If you want to thrive, if you want to reset your body to burn fat and become a fat burner, aim for 10,000 plus steps per day, and ideally at a brisk pace. So why walking? Well, it's free, it's gentle on the joints, it doesn't spike hunger like intense workouts, and it burns more calories than your hard exercise session. I've seen it over and over again with our clients. Walking is your secret weapon for fat loss. The more, the better, especially for women over 40. So just a quick heads up. When you start shifting from sugar burning mode to fat burning, you might feel worse at first. You get headaches, irritable, lethargy, strong cravings. This is normal. It's your body detoxing from sugar dependency. And ironically, if you feel this really bad, this is a clear sign you need to push through and reset your body to burn fat. This should pass in 5 to 7 days. After that, cravings disappear, energy skyrockets, hunger drops, and fat loss becomes effortless. You're finally working with your body, not against it. If you want help resetting your body to burn fat and rewiring your brain not to turn to food in times of stress and negative emotion, then book in for a Food Freedom Breakthrough call by clicking the link below. On the call, we'll dive into your root causes, establish if you really are stuck in sugar burning mode, and create an action plan for you to succeed. So to summarize, how to reset your body to burn fat. Number 1, Ditch the eat little and often myth. Instead, eat bigger, larger, satisfying meals less often. Number 2, stop snacking. It is destroying your fat burning potential. And number 3, move more, especially walking. Aim for at least 10,000 steps per day. These 3 shifts alone will put you on the path to stable energy, food freedom, and effortless fat loss. But here's the thing, even if you fix all of this, you could still be eating so-called healthy foods, which are secretly hijacking your weight loss. So watch this video to find out exactly what those 5 foods are so you're not making these mistakes. Trust me, this is where most women go wrong. Do not miss this video. I'll see you there.